Well, good evening, all you beautiful spacefaring people out there. Today's episode is going to be pretty exciting. We're going to head off to the nearest space station, do some asteroid mining, and possibly get some space bounties in. What we're currently doing is some cleanup from the last episode, swirling around in the sky here. I actually was just flying around and look at what I came upon. There is looks like a crashed ship here. So we're going to go down here and actually see what we can find out, if we can possibly repair this ship and claim it as our own. There are some pirates in the area, it looks like, so hopefully we can do this before we, without too much trouble. I did find out, I've been doing a little bit of exploration and grinding today, and I found out that the ship, when I was trying to shoot at that turret yesterday, it wasn't the ship's fault. There is a very narrow window in which you have to be in to actually hit your target. So anyway, that was something fun to find out. And it's very precise, but not too terrible once you actually know what you're doing. Okay, ooh. So I have, I cannot hit that thing to literally save my life. So I did upgrade QB's defenses and his weapon to help out just a little bit. I am in the process of, I think I've done Extractor 2. I'm in the process of doing Extractor 3 just to speed up with some mining and such, and those are somewhat simple to. Oh wow, this is going to take a lot. The magnetite ingot specifically, but luckily we can mark this on the map and come back and get it, because the ultraviolet intruder looks like a cool little ship. Let's see, the cargo fittings are 4, so that's bigger than what we've got. I believe our fitting size is 3, so that basically means we can get an extra bench, a bench or storage in the ship itself, which is cool. So you can essentially, once you get bigger and bigger ships, you can actually have an entire flying base. But the health of the ship is much better. The damage, certainly better. Fire rate, meh. But it looks like, for general getting around, this could be pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to take a little screenshot of this just so I'll have it for future reference. I might come back and get it off screen. But yeah, moving on. What we're currently doing is going to a creature hunt. It's paying 1,277 space bucks, so that's something good to get us started with earning some capital here. But yeah, we are on our way to do that, but there's something else that we're going to go do. We're going to go get, I never saw that space pirate. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's way over there. Oh wow, I guess he crashed that ship and just ran off. We're not really too worried about him just yet. What we're going to do is come over here and to these markers. One is a general area of where the creature is, and it basically tells you on the map as well. You don't have to, look it up or anything or guess. But that other marker is actually a new speeder that I came across earlier when I was out harvesting stuff, which I've got there's the marker for the beast, I believe. Oh yeah, there he is. So let's go ahead and take care of this dude. And for this, once you take care of him, I believe you immediately get paid, which is nice. And it's interesting. I'm looking forward to being able to get better weapons, because this one's terrible. Yeah, just shooting in general. Yeah, so I don't think that may not have been, okay, it's on the map. So we didn't actually we're not quite there yet. But that's okay. But what is yeah, here's the speeder. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now we have actually a little bit faster and better speeder than we did before. And it looks pretty cool. Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. Oh, is that the beast? Maybe. No, it was not. But that's okay. So let's go ahead and look at our map and mark it. Okay, it's that direction. Whoa, jeez. Man, these things come out of nowhere. Whenever you're playing this yourself, try to land your shots, of course, because your battery, excuse me, the little green bar on the right of the toolbar is your, I guess, your current fire rate or whatever. Not your fire rate. It's your recharge rate. So you have to make sure that you don't miss too many shots, because then you're gonna have to wait until it recharges. So it can put you in a bad situation pretty quickly. So this is the, well, I can't hit anything. Right side of a barn would be safe as far as I'm shooting it. But once we get this, we could get a little bit of money and move on to getting into space. I'm going to be continuing to grind off recording as much as I can, because there's like just a ton of stuff that you can just collect. Earlier, I was going around getting seashells and coral and a couple different things that several of the individuals in town will just be collecting along the way. They use them for decorations or science experiments or whatever they're doing for the moment, but which is quite irrelevant as long as they're paying for it. And some of them actually pay really, really well, especially if you get a little bit further on. They'll be collecting gems and minerals and ores and such. So that's actually going to be great, because you can get quite a bit of money, especially once you start hoarding stuff, which is kind of a natural thing to do in this type of game. Let me see. Yeah, I think this was just a general mark I put over here. Yeah, I still haven't gotten overly accustomed to flying yet, but it's certainly better than it was yesterday. So yeah, there's a lot of signals that keep popping up, a lot of these little bases and such, which I have not explored a whole lot of them. That's not really what the focus of today's episode is, but we're going to go ahead and do this, because look at this. Was that a visual? Yeah, that. Oh, it was a tree and that little plant that has the lightning on it. I thought the whole tree was doing that. I did get some access cards earlier, and I guess I only have one left. Well, let's see what we could find. Okay, this is cool. Mining tier 1, so that's cool. We can, as you can see, I just got the tier 3 extractor within 5 minutes ago. So I could upgrade that with this. I have no idea what any of the mods do. So far, I haven't seen them. Tell me what they are, what they do exactly. And maybe I could do that outside of the inventory chest. But as you can see, I've been running around getting quite a few different things, like some shells and stuff, just because I know at some point we'll be needing to collect them. And I guess I am, oh man, not doing this too well, because, well, I don't need this, don't need this. I definitely need the polonium ore. I have to get rid of something here, which I guess the shells are actually really easy to find. It's just, I think I'm about to be able to turn them in on a quest, but quite frankly, who cares? Not as important as some of the other stuff I have in here. Yeah, the Vitalis gel is actually very easy to create, so I don't have to run around looking for stuff. It's just leaves that are all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy that and keep this. So I was literally in the middle of turning some quests in to generate some money. I don't know why I keep flying up to do that. You don't have to. Just push tab and go up to your ship. But yeah, there's actually quite a few things that I was in the middle of doing. But I found that ship and found the speeder. So I was like, well, it's a good time to actually stop the grind, because I was totally in the middle of grinding for a good hour. I'm like, well, let's get this video out, or we're going to sit here and realize it's midnight and we haven't gotten anything. So So the quickest way to traverse, much like in No Man's Sky, is to fly above the skyline and then just jump down into the planet. Saves a significant amount of time. It saves even more time if you know how to fly the damn thing. Still working on my driver's permit. But yeah, so far there's not a whole lot that has been missed off recording because, like I said, let's turn this flashlight on. Oh, that helps immensely. We have only been doing some pretty basic stuff. Okay, we've got pirates incoming. Yes, we can hear them. Okay, here he is. See if we can... He's coming straight to the window. Nice. Or door. So as I was out earlier, I ran out of battery, which was completely ridiculous. I kind of like had to halt in my tracks and come back and get some more batteries. I went through them pretty quickly. I ended up going through one of those little underground caves and such, which we might be doing at one point today. If not, we will be doing it a little bit tomorrow just to show it on screen. I'll try to capture some of it even if I fast forward through it because it was kind of cool. And there was a whole cavern system under there that was actually kind of cool. I didn't realize that they were that vast, but some of these items that I have picked up, I really have no idea what they are. Like these scales, tusks and stuff like that. I was actually picking them up and collecting them thinking that we could potentially be selling them to some of the vendors. So far, I have not found a vendor that is interested in purchasing them. Granted, that does not mean that they won't. But let's just go over here and see. I have no idea how to improve your weapons. I was trying to test this earlier, and I have not been able to figure it out just yet. But yeah, and this. Okay, now we've got this assault SMA, assault rifle, the AR. It was not here a minute ago. So that's kind of cool. But it does increase the range and, well, excuse me, no, it increases the fire rate and decreases the range, which that's kind of terrible. What I'm looking for is a sniper rifle. Just a good old-fashioned sniper rifle. Sniper rifle. I can't even just keep chewing on my words, which is a plaguing problem I have. But one thing I was trying to do earlier is get these things, actually, these tier 2 items, the backpack, scanner, jetpack, and the suit, because it's going to make such a big difference. And the inventory management has been really slowing me down significantly, which is, quite frankly, my own fault. But, it's one of these types of games. There's 1,000 different things you could do at any given time. So, like, focusing on what you need to do or should do that's a very relative statement. Let's get some coal here. We had some tin. I found some earlier. Did I already use it? I may have already used it. Okay, so let me go ahead and upgrade everything to tier 2 of my equipment, and we'll be right back, and then we'll start heading off into space and check out the new space station and the asteroids, doing some of that space bounty that came up the last episode, and some general exploration. All right, we are actually back into our spaceship. We have basically figured out that there's not a whole lot we can do. I think we need to transition on to Bardwell 2. I have, pulling up the inventory, upgraded again to the extractor tier 3. I have upgraded some of our equipment, basically the range, the scanner, the jetpack, and the backpack to tier 2, which was a necessity because I was constantly running into that wall of inventory control. And then also the suit for tier 1, we need some titanium, which I don't even think it's really readily available on this planet, but it is on Bardwell 2. If you go to, if you check, see here that there's an abundance of, there is no darkness, a little bit of very mild danger, low technology, but there's an abundance of tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 materials, which is what we're going to need. to start upgrading a lot of our stuff. So what we're going to do now is actually just head off into space, do this space bounty real quick to get that mission off of our books, and then head over to the space station. So we'll see how this works and see if I can manage to do any of this stuff without flying into the side of a space station, or I don't know, figuring out how to fly this thing in general. So let's see, use your space scanner Q. Oops. Okay, so that has, okay, just tell me to go straight to the planet, but I want to go ahead and take care of this dude first. I don't know how to, J is oh, cruise. Okay, that's cool. So I am like centered on this thing. I'm wondering how you stop, or if it stops itself. Wow. Okay. I just pushed several buttons there, so I'm not quite sure how I stopped that. Okay, are we close enough to shoot on this dude? No. Maybe? Okay, I'm hitting something. Yeah, so I am trying to strafe, and I don't know, I'm not quite sure if you've got, you know, complex controls here for flight. I suspect not. Yeah, I have not made any missiles or anything. What am I doing? Nope. So it's just one of those things of like just trying to make this happen. I believe am now out of a battery, so I don't think we can even continue this because I can only shoot one time and then my stuff's gone. That did not work out too well. We might have to actually just go back to our previous save. So yeah, that's a lesson learned. Welcome back to space. We've hit a bit of a tier wall on Bardwell 1, the planet that we're currently on. We are going to need to go ahead and transfer all of our equipment and everything else and supplies and such over to Bardwell 2. We're going to keep the teleporter and everything else on Bardwell 1 in case we need it for whatever random thing in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and start building I guess a main base over on Bardwell 2. That's probably going to be the next episode where we do more base building and such like that. We are going to have to go ahead and take care of some situations on Bardwell 2. We may not get to that. We'll probably touch on it this episode, but we'll definitely take care of the cleansing of that planet on the next episode. So that should be much more interesting with the introduction of the aggression and everything else of the red darkness. Today we're actually going to be kind of concentrating on getting over to Bardwell 2, but also to the space station and doing a couple things. Okay, there's the warp gate. So we'll just fly over to that in just a moment. But what we're going to do is go to the space station first. Is that the space station? Pirate Straight Runner. Okay, that's actually the bounty that we need to do. Okay, so where is... I guess we need to fly over to Bardwell 2 first anyway. What I'm trying to do is get batteries for the ship itself. I did look earlier and I'm not at a point now where I can craft them myself. So I don't know if I have to upgrade things, and we might have to flip-flop some things around and do Bardwell 2 first. And, you know, it's either Bardwell, space station, exploration, asteroid belt, one of those things. It's going to be in either this episode or the next. These quest lines are in the direction we need to go. So I guess we'll figure that out together. So yeah, as you can see, we've got quite a few different signals from pirates to local colonies, outposts and such. And what we're going to need to do is go over to this light temple to go ahead and start this quest line to take care of some of the issues on Bardwell 2. Once we do that, Bardwell 2 should be a relatively safe planet that we can use as our main focal point for this part of the galaxy. Let's hop up into space so we can hop back down quickly. That was a complete waste of time, I guess. I need to get a little bit better about flying this rust bucket. And I am looking forward to upgrading our ships. Okay, so here we go. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of a little puzzle on our hands. This looks ancient. It lacks some sort of power source. I'm assuming that power source going into it is helpful. There are 4 towers around us we should investigate. Okay. Admittedly, I have seen this gameplay already, so it's not overly taxing, but we'll just go ahead and run through this real quick. So we need to basically make sure that these beams are going into the temple, the light temple here. And upgrading my jetpack was actually quite helpful. At least now I can actually jump around and fly around. What am I supposed to be doing here? I honestly have no idea. Well, I just picked up something, I thought. Not sure. But the marker's on here, but BBC 3PO, what are we doing? Okay. Okay, move. That's a bit deceptive. Here we go. Let's try that. That's correct. All right, that wasn't too difficult. Once you kind of figure out the way the buttons work. Okay, Betty. Let's see. Off to the next little tower. So I'm assuming there's just cardinal directions here, and this one gives you the all of the everything at your fingertips on how this particular tower is manipulated. So that's pretty good. Looks like we're gonna have to cut through the trees here and flip-flop this one around. Cool. Oh wow, look at that. Huh. I thought I was gonna have to take out my chainsaw. So that was pretty quick. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how long this episode's going to be today because we're going to get to, an obvious stopping point. So we can, now that we're on Bardwell 2, we're going to go ahead and take care of a lot of these basic requirements to get the storyline continued. And we will go from there. I'm surprised I made that jump, but that upgraded jetpack definitely helps a lot. I went ahead and crafted like a dozen power cells to make sure that we're not stuck out in an area and that we're not able to get out of. Okay, let's see. Need to make it to the next tree. It would be nice if we could zoom out. That is a quality of life thing that would be really nice. Because I can't seem to get the camera to cooperate sometimes, and I don't... Honestly, zooming out would help that significantly. I don't think it would require much to improve that situation. Okay, one level more. Nice. Okay, so now we can go over and explore the temple. And depending on where a settlement is in this place, I don't see a nearby settlement necessarily. That doesn't mean there's not one around us, but I think that as far as I know, the settlements are like kind of identified whenever you come into a planet. So there's not one near us, which is kind of unfortunate. because I was hoping to create a settlement, a base. Oh, this is undiscovered. There might be a settlement here. Okay, that's cool. Because I want to do a little bit of exploration and put a settlement where it would be kind of beneficial. Okay, someone's shooting. Let me get a gun. It's weird. Where did my gun go? I am not sure. I don't want to use this pistol because they're kind of jank, if I'm being honest. I've got some random stuff in here. I don't even know where my pistol went. Did it break? I have no idea. Well, we're going to go ahead and try to figure this out with my little pistole here. This might be a little challenging because, yeah, this gun kind of sucks. If I'm not mistaken, there's going to be some pirates in here. I heard someone shooting. Okay, I guess I'm shockingly incorrect there. I assume you have questions. Who are you? I'm the system put in place to keep the red darkness at bay. What is this place? This is one of the multiple nodes in the galaxy to power the containment field for the red darkness core. Unfortunately, all the nodes seem to be offline. Nice. So we can see where this is going. Unlike the energy inside this temple, all temples are locked and need an ancient key. I'll guide you once you have everything up and running. My functions are restricted right now. Okay. I know where to find the ancient keys, actually. I found several of them earlier, which is nice. I suggest searching for ancient locations. They used to be assigned to the knights from 1,000 years ago, so I suggest the ruins, which is those holes in the ground that we were talking about. I actually went through one earlier, cleared it out, and I actually got 2 of the keys. So, okay, goodbye, sir. Let me see if I've got them on me. Shocking. I do not. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to teleport to my ship unless I absolutely have to, because it does take energy, which I'm trying to at least be a little bit more sparing on. Here we go. Ancient keys. So I do have 2 of them from that exploration I did earlier. Oh, how fantastic. This is where we need to go. Wait, where's the staircase? Just kind of drop down on that. There we go. Save us some steps because we did a lot of cardio yesterday. Yeah, unlock this. So the light temple has been activated. Nice. Sweet. Got a new heart, which is great. So one thing I read earlier today, kind of came across this little post that was saying if you are infected by the red darkness, which looks like this is what's dropping in from the sky, you can come back to this little cube in the center of this temple and cleanse yourself for free. So that is cool. You don't have to spend any materials or anything else that to actually cleanse yourself. So that's a fantastic thing. Okay, dark shards. What is this? I think I've got some dark shards. Actually, I know I do. These are to create dark shards, I guess. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, jeez. What is this? Oh, cool. Stay in the hole so I can kill you easily. Yeah, this gun is terrible. But it works for now. So, let's see if we can get any... Okay, there's something growling somewhere. But I don't see anything. Oh, cool. Let's see if we can get a weapon here. Oh my goodness. This is what I'd love to have, but I do not have anything remotely close to getting this. But man, look at that range. That's full max range. That's cool. The damage is a hell of an increase too. and the accuracy. So we'll have to work our way up to get that. Okay, interact with the hologram. Hello, I'm in a hole. This is not good, not good at all. All containment temples are disabled. Let me guess, the darkness has returned. Let's talk. I thought we were doing that. Oh, this is one of those things. What? Oh, let me take care of this dude. It looks like the tail of an alligator with a coyote. Not really sure what that was, but okay, before you can face the red darkness, you need a special tool. I thought I was a special tool. Gather the needed materials and craft a purity gun. A purity gun, that's hilarious. That's the only thing that will harm the darkness right now. Okay, so what do we need for that? Let's see if we can get a recipe here. Purity gun. Oh, here it is. Purifier tools. A light grenade and a purity darkness purifier. Quartz ingots. Oof. Man. So we're gonna have to do some grinding to get some of this. But luckily, we're now on the planet where we can get that. And one nice thing is, I believe when you're in a specific system, I think, we're gonna have to test something. We're gonna see if we can teleport from planet to planet. I'm not sure if we can do that, but if so, that would be fantastic. Then we can, I think it's just Planet Central though. We've got most of this stuff in our other base, which is unfortunate, especially that silicone, which we have been running around for days trying to find. But I think now I've got quite a bit of it. I came across quite a bit of a stockpile earlier. Okay, so everything else we pretty much have. I think we have all of this. I just need to go find it all, which is unfortunate. Oh. Wow, there's quite a few of them. But if nothing else, we can level up a little bit doing this. Oh my goodness, I just killed myself. All right, and now you know what it looks like whenever you commit suicide by dog. So what ends up happening is you see that my equipment has been damaged, and it's damaged quite significantly. This, I believe, is the only way that equipment is damaged, so it's not real wise to let yourself get killed. But lesson learned. So now we're gonna shoot this thing in the face. Wow. That I had to recharge from scratch on that one. That was interesting. Okay. Well, that thing fell to pieces. I mean, I would have too if I was shot in the face. Let me see. I think our best course of action right now, I'm not going to bore anyone with relocating all of our equipment and resources. But what I think would be interesting is to go to the space station and check out that. I'm sorry, did they remove the door of this thing? Because I suddenly can't get in here. Granted, I guess I've dropped in from the top. Here we go. The large hole in the side would be a good indication of an entryway. Now we all learn together. Okay, let's see, just to make sure there's nothing that we can do here. Titanium, yeah, for crafting that. Crafting this. It's gonna take, I think, half of our lifetimes to get that thing created. But it looks like it might be worth it. A purifier, okay. We have to create a purifier and put it in there, or find one or whatever. So that's cool. And here we need to, okay, you have 3 dark shards and that polonium ingot to, oh, create the light shards. Then you put it over here. Is that right? I believe so. Cool. Okay, easy enough. Oh my goodness. Where can we teleport to? Can we go to Bardwell 1? Maybe you go between, well, that's kind of cool. I'm assuming you go between temples that you've cleansed or whatever. That would be a fantastic thing. That's a nice little mechanism there for quick travel. So cool. We are going to have to find some quartz. So whenever I start doing the relocation and everything else, this video is probably not going to be overly, too long today because there's quite a lot of little segmented things that we have to do. So let's get BB to start finding us some of this stuff, and I'll slowly start building a little interim base here, and we can get started. So let me fast forward to get all of this stuff actually taken care of real quick, and we can go from there. So as you can see, we haven't gone very far. We started right over there, 204 meters away. A pirate ship just came in and dropped off some pirates, which is kind of cool. Hopefully they'll drop us some things that we need. I'm sure they will. But I decided to go ahead and make our little temporary base right here because I totally forgot that these little bases or houses or habitats, whatever you want to call them, they already come with some of the crafting benches and everything else. They're basic level, but they are good enough to get started and at least do some basic refining, which is great. So let's see if we can take care of some of these pirates here. One thing that is always highly recommended is save before you go into battle, after you go into battle, during battle, just constantly, because it is, it's interesting because sometimes you can actually die incredibly quick and you lose a whole bunch of stuff. Specifically, is that a pirate or is that an animal? I think that's a pirate. I did find a new weapon. No, what is that? Oh, that is definitely, that's a docile creature. Okay. It looks it did look a little special. There it is. There's our pirate. Oh, but I found a new weapon on top of that. Maybe I could work better if I turned it on or accessed it. This weapon is better. Oh, this guy has a melee weapon. Perfect. Yeah, so this weapon is quite a bit better, which is nice. Unfortunately, whenever they drop weapons, I have yet to... You don't always get them if you visually see them, it seems like. And we're going to ask our little friend to see if he can find some quartz, because I asked him to do this a minute ago, and he did not find anything. So hopefully he can... Oh, thank God. So now we can start... I'm going to start the grind of getting all these materials and everything else so we can at least get the cleanser done. And hopefully by the time we're done with this episode, so we can start doing the base and everything else and concentrating on that, moving everything over. And then we'll be able to get some batteries and everything manufactured for our ship and hopefully get to the space station. So I'm not quite sure why I was not able to do that a minute ago, but we'll figure it out in short order. So we have some more pirates coming in. I have been mining quite a bit. I have dug quite deep into this little hill that we have here and just kind of zoned out and got into the groove of it. I'm wondering if we can actually tunnel or funnel these guys into this hole. Oh, maybe we can. Be interesting. I think I've got everything. If not, pretty close, and I'll figure it out, and we'll be able to at least get this cleansing thing taken care of. This weapon. Do you have a quest now? You have 8 stars. So that's funny. I actually think I have those in my ship because I brought some of those things that seemed to be items like that over with me. So we could get some money fairly quickly and go ahead and complete some quests whenever they start. So let's see. Where is this smelter? Here we go. Let's go ahead and generate some more coal. Fast forward this a bit, and we're going to be just smelting all of this stuff. I'm going to run around, get some trees, kind of processed and everything else for wood, for additional coal fuel. I think I've got some on the ship. So from here on out, I'm going to fast forward probably around 5,000 speed to just go ahead and get a lot of this stuff taken care of. But at least you can actually watch some of this and get some additional content on actually some of the progression and everything else on how this goes. That sniper shot me from a ways out. As we wait for the rest of this last of the silicon to be processed into ingots, this was something interesting that I just came across. I did not realize that you could throw some leaves and organic matter and such into these recyclers, and it will actually give you the better fuel cells. So that was a cool little thing I came across just a moment ago. It wasn't actually too terrible, all in all. It probably took maybe 30 minutes of an easy grind. So that wasn't too bad. Considering how much I actually got and then harvested all, it was, I got more than I needed. That's for sure. But I wanted to make sure that I didn't waste my time and have to go back. All right, so we are now building or crafting the darkness purifier. Here we go. Oh my God, there's a second one. Okay, that's way advanced for now. So, well, that's cool. At least we've got the first one. Let's see what we're supposed to do with it. And where is it? Okay, it's right here. So let's put that right here in this slot. And yeah, see what it does. Okay. This ancient tool is your best weapon against the darkness. With it, you can cleanse cubes in the world and also call the light strike. Reach the corrupt meteor crash site. Let's go play with death. And you know, we're doing this at night too. Oh, okay. So this is probably going to be infected with enemies. At least that's what I'm telling myself whenever I come down here and get shot in the face multiple times by things that are obvious. It's a good excuse. Oh, that is not... I thought that was, for some reason, a space pirate. But it does make more sense that it's one of these creatures. So I do know there's a lot of them. But I'm not quite sure what we're having to do here. So gather 90 dark dust. Okay, so I guess we harvest it this way. But I don't see anything coming over here. See if the flash... Oh, it does make a big difference. Oh, yeah. Turn on the light. Yeah, sometimes I'm just impressed myself with my brilliance. Okay, here we go. What the hell is this? Ooh, that thing is... Damn. That is kind of tough. Let me get up here for a minute and see if I've got enough. I think I ended up... do I have enough for bandages? Yeah. Oh, good. 17 of them. Psh, that's probably not enough, but it's enough for now. Like, that was a little... I'm surprised I didn't die. That's definitely a Weeza thing to do, and just go down there and get your ass kicked. So yeah, good times. Lessons learned. Let's see if I can, learn from those lessons. So you can see that my fourth heart is kind of cracked. So I have taken permanent dark damage. So I'm going to have to get that corrected at the temple. I believe that's where you get it corrected. So I'm not really sure. I guess we're just going to have to come over here and just harvest this stuff. There's a creature right there. Let's see if we can kill it. And this gun kind of sucks with the aim. How am I not hitting that thing at all? Kind of weird. But it is kicking my ass. Where is it? Come on. And why is QB not helping me? Oh, damn. Where did that thing go? Oh, there it is. Okay, luckily, whenever we're killing these enemies, even the easy enemies, that it's giving us that dark dust stuff that we need. So that's good. Oh, great. Now a pirate ship. Of course. What else? Okay. So the pirates are coming from over there. Really, guys? Can you give me long enough to take a poop? Let's just see how much we can harvest real quick. Yeah, the pirates seem to be a little easier. Ah, I freaking say that, and look what happens. Damn, and what I just do? I went down there without saving. Save again, and save often. Because this game, as fun as it is, sometimes it's quite unforgiving. And that's kind of like, like, let me just get past this one little thing. I understand that there's enemies and everything else, but it's like sometimes a constant barrage. Okay, good. Let's get the hell out of here. So I'll meet you at the temple. So my Uber just dropped me off, and I am going to go ahead and come in here and turn in these dark shards, and see what happens here. Okay, what? You're kidding me. I need titanium ingots as well? Well, lovely. That is one thing I definitely do not have. So, hold please. And we're back. Let's see if we can wrap this part up finally. Oh my God, Cole. Seriously? Seriously. I mean, are we kidding here? Hold please. Okay, one more time. Let's see if we can do this. So I ended up leaving my coal over in my smelters whenever I was getting all the titanium processed. So I think it's, how many do we need to do? Just one? Yeah, cool. Obtain a shard of light. Okay, that's over here. Awesome. Also, I need 3 dark shards. So yeah, this is turning into a bit of a S show. Nice. But at least I actually have the 3 dark shards that I needed. I was kind of surprised by that. I can't make these, or can I? I don't know what the hell. I don't know how to make these. Polonium is what I think I found that stuff earlier. Obtained from refining polonium, or a high yield source of fuel used to craft powerful technology. It's a tier 4. Excellent. So, that's gonna take a little bit of time. Oh my God. What? What are you doing in my house? This is my trailer. There's a lot of pirates outside, actually. So what we're gonna end up doing here is hopefully, oh, there he is. Hopefully take care of these guys without any major issue and call it a day. And I'm going to go ahead and grind some of the materials that we're going to need to finish this part up. But it's a good place to actually conclude for today, because then we'll be able to just kind of take care of this last bit of housekeeping and such, quite literally, and move on to the next steps, and then try to like work on the base, get to that space station, and trying to really, the goal for the next episode is to get everything relocated over to this planet and start manufacturing and everything else. Get the upgrades that we need, so then the following episode we can actually start cleansing some planets and stuff like that, because we are not well equipped to do that right now. I kind of suck at this game. I'm not even going to pretend. So I'm going to have to level up significantly. And I'm going to be doing a lot of that stuff whenever, off recording and such. So I'm not, boring people to death, unless you just love the sound of my voice, which, if so, you might want to seek therapy. But until then, the usual diatribe of, as you know, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.